This one is great, so all those spells they are doing, look at that, insane damage. Those guys are being massacred here. I love it. Everyone is just being more or less one-shotted now, because we do the right things. Sup guys, it's Kosh, and today we are doing first day's beginner's guide for Lucifer Idle. Let's go. The first thing that you will learn that in this game offline rewards depend on the high stage and most importantly are less than what you can earn by actually playing the game, which is outrageous. So what you can do about that? You can install the LD players, you can play it on the PC like I do over here. That way the game will be playing automatically while you are, well, doing whatever you want, and that will allow you to get even more game. It's really easy to set up, the link will be in the video description. So yeah, it looks like the really same type of idle games we saw already everywhere, so I haven't noticed any specials so far, but let's go over it and see what we can do to be most effective and how to grow faster. First of all, you will get a development screen. Here you can level up your character. I advise to focus on attack early on, and then when you will unlock additional things, focus on those as well. So attack speed will be good, critical chance, critical damage would be good, but early on it's mostly for your attack, and I would advise to keep an attack your highest priority early on, but its limit is very high. But you can get attack speed and critical chance to the maximum, and that will cost less than getting your attack to the maximum. So spend like maybe 60% of your money on attack and everything else on everything else. Especially when you unlock the new skill, it will be pretty cheap, so you can get those bonuses without paying too much. As always in this game, health is important, but it's not really crazy important. You will not die quite a lot. The main issue that you will have with the bosses and the dungeons is your attack. So you will need more DPS in order to progress the game faster. Same goes for mana. I haven't really encountered any mana issues so far, but you will need those stats in order to progress the missions screen over here. That will give you free stuff. Let's continue the challenge and keep fighting the bosses. I strongly advise you guys to get the auto skill up. That will help you to go through way more content and be more effective. That's like no-brainer basically. And try to defeat as many enemies as possible in order to progress to the furthest stage. You got continuous challenge for that over here. Now let's move on to the stats. Here you get the stats that you can distribute based on your level. And in order to unlock additional stats over there, you will need to have higher level. Since those things are limited, and critical chance will allow you to do way more damage, and it will be more important later on in the game. So I mostly spend my points here. After that you can invest a little bit into gold and XP find, but I wouldn't say it's crazy important. The bonuses here are not that great. And then you will want to invest into the skill and darkness skill damage, light and darkness skill damage, but for that you gotta progress to the mid and end game. Early game it doesn't matter, so focus on attack and critical chance depending on what do you need the most. Right now I have 85 points in attack, and that gives me about 500, while my normal attack for the gold gives me about 3000. So that's like what? About 20% of the attack, so it's not that crazy. After that you got a promotion screen here. The game won't tell you anything, but when you can, you have to attempt it because that will give you extra stats, and those are really powerful, so that will help you to become way stronger. Look at that, we failed the boss already. So that's giving you a lot of extra attack and max HP, and also gives you additional cosmetics, so you will look better. In the end you will look like that, but that's a long way for us. Then we get Awakening and Awakened abilities and relics. We'll talk about those a bit later. For the Awakening, we will have to harvest those in some dungeon, I'm pretty sure about that, and then upgrade those things in order to do the next Awakening, and that will give us extra bonuses. I think we have to go with all of those. Basically, you reroll stuff over here, but yeah, first let's do some more gameplay in order to unlock that. Let's talk about the gear a little bit, and then we'll move on to the summons and skills. So for the gear, we have 3 different things: staves, orbs, and pets. Staves are the items that are giving you mostly attack, so which is pretty cool. It's giving us attack amplification, attack, and attack amplification. So attack is a flat bonus, amplification is percentage of your stats being gained, and equip effect is actually lower than passive effect, which is surprising. So in this game, upgrading your gear is more important for passive skills, because as you switch the weapon, you will not get the bonuses for equip effect. And also, as you progress to the highest and highest tier gear, it will be more expensive to upgrade. Let's try to max out this wooden staff. In any case, early on, you would like to spend all your crafting resources, those gear stones, on your best gear available, and especially your staff, because it will help you more. You can also synthesize. When you get 5 copies of the same item, you will get higher tier item when you synthesize. And just like that, you can progress from one weapon to another, but usually early on summoning is way more reliable. As for the gears, passive effect here is HP amplification, but equip is actually giving us attack, which is pretty cool. Once again, get the best stuff, upgrade it as much as you can, and you will be happy with the results. For the pets, you need to reach higher stage. I haven't been there yet. There is also gear ascension mechanics here that will require you to use some specific ascension stones in order to upgrade your gear, and higher your gear tier, the more of those stones you will need. So for the blue gear and lower, you will need 1, and for the purple you will need 4, and then you will need A tier stone and then S tier stone. So yeah, it will actually allow you to get higher minimum damage percentage, so probably that will buff your damage overall. In order to get those stones, you will need to do summons. We'll take a look at the summons in a second. So for the summons, you can get the items that we have over here in order to, well, use that for the summoning, or you can use gems. Let's use all the items that we have for the gear summon, and yeah, we can go with 100 now. That's great. Oh, we got legendary. Sweet. I wouldn't advise spending everything at the same time because you might need it for the current quest. But right now we have ability to do that, so we will use that because, well, it's fun for the video. Ooh, we got legendary 2 here, that's great. As you progress your summon level, you will get additional rewards here. Moreover, with increasing summoning level, you will get higher chance of getting higher chance gear and lower chance at getting lower tier gear. Next one is skill summon. You will definitely need that, and I advise doing that in order to unlock all the best spells pretty early on. You will need to do it later anyway, and skills are very important in this game. Don't go overboard with summoning though. I advise you guys to kinda split the diamonds and resources between those different actions. So yeah, split them between all the summoning available for you. Ascension stone, let's get some of those. I never actually got them before, so let's take a look how they work and if they're worth it. Then you'll get pet and relic summon, but that's for the later game. Early on, you can spend all your diamonds, you will get more later. Don't worry about that. So we got the better staff, and as you can see, it will get way higher attack and attack amplification, so getting the better gear usually worth it quite a lot. Let's try to do the gear ascension for our new legendary gear. Can we do that? Oh yeah, we can. That's great, so you don't really need to level it up. It will increase its maximum upgrade level, so if you are stuck on some item, you will need to do that ascension, and it also increases its minimum damage. Let's ascend it a couple more times. I want to see what will happen if we fail. Well, we failed it right now and nothing happened. We just wasted the resources. Okay. And if you just want to spend your extra ascension stones, don't rush it, because first of all, you can craft better ascension stones as well, so that might be one of the options. But if you decide to do that, you can go for different gear tiers, and like here they all cost 1 stone for the first summon, and the minimum damage effect is way higher on the blue gear over there, so I would advise to invest it a bit over here. That will allow you to get a bit extra damage, a bit extra stats, so why the hell not? But mostly you would like to spend it on your best weapon. Now the skills. So for the skills we already summoned some. You got the passive skills. Those things will give you passive effects, obvious, right? So yeah, they're nice, and you can upgrade all of them, right? I would advise focusing on damage skills again, and you can also do skill ascension. You will be using the copies of the skills in order to ascend it, and that will allow you to get higher maximum upgrade level. That's really important for the passive skills, but for the active skills you get limited amount of slots, so you will have to use them in the right slots. By the way, I should mention that animation here is pretty cool, so I like it quite a lot. So for the active skills, you would like to get as higher tier gear as possible, because that will allow you to get... Oh, that's cool. So ascending the active skills will give you passive bonus to the same type of spells. Okay. And when you click equip, you have 6 slots available for you where you will distribute your skills. Obviously the higher the better, but early on you would like to summon a bit and try to get other spells that you can use, because for example for me this hurricane is nice, this one is great. So all those spells, they are doing, look at that, insane damage. Those guys are being massacred here. I love it. Although don't forget that you can get different presets for different areas. For the field it's both farming and boss fighting, and you get one for each unique dungeon. So you might want to switch those around when you get there. Then you get the dungeons, and guys, before entering the dungeons, the attempts are limited per day. You would like to max out everything you can, so you will be the strongest, you will be able to go through as many stages as possible. Early on, of course, you can just go in, that won't be hard. You can select between field and mine skill set. Right now it doesn't matter, so let's just enter it, and yeah, we will see how it will go. Continuous challenge, that means will we go to the next one? I'm wondering, let's see. Yeah, you will be able to go to the next stage straight away. I think that we are strong enough to clear everything we can right now with our scrolls. So basically in the mine you got a single target damage challenge. You will need to destroy the crystals in time, and if you manage to do it, you will get pretty cool rewards. So yeah, before using the skip battle option, try to clear as far as possible. In order to do that, upgrade yourself. I will go through other dungeons. Next one is Mana Forest. Let's see how it is. It will be kinda the same, but different. Here you get a lot more enemies, so you will need more AoE skills on your preset. And it's pretty cool that you can decide between those before the start of your run. Right now it doesn't matter for us, we don't have enough skills, but as we will develop our character and unlock more skills, obviously you would like AoE skills over here, like this whirlwind. It's doing crazy stuff, wandering around and taking out enemies. Let's talk about some other stuff that are in the game. Item collections, those will give you passive buffs for having a specific amount of stuff. And then when you upgrade it to the next level, it will give you extra bonuses. Alright, so it will give you, all of that will give you attack amplification, right? Yeah, just press receive all and that will give you the max bonuses available. Don't forget to claim it, that will help you quite a lot in your run. Then you get the daily quests, every day you can get 4.5k diamonds. And repeatable quests that will be happening as you hunt the monsters and do various tasks. And you can use the gems from that dungeon in order to get your awakening level up. Bam, that's the maximum, so we can use it higher. Alright, so when we awaken all of those to the maximum, we can do the awakening. Come on, the awakening info. It will increase our attacks, max HP, and additional awakening abilities. Okay, bam. And then you get awakened abilities. You got 5 bars available over here. And you can reroll those quite easily. But you will need special materials for that, which we don't have yet. So we will get to those. Oh, we have enough now. There we go, we've got some. So we press reset, awakening ability. And we got one ability here, max MP amplification. That's horrible. So yeah, you should reroll in order to get something really good here. Attack amplification, you want to aim for 30%, so get it as high as possible. But the chance of getting those will be really low, so you will be able to roll those only when you will get enough of those reroll or stones and things. What's cool that if you get lucky and get some pretty cool ability on your first rolls over here, you can go and start trying in the second bar, so you can use this one for fighting and then go here in order to try to get what you want. For example, that 30% attack, and if you succeed, you can switch to different tabs, so you can kinda use that to farm stuff more effectively. And yeah guys, I strongly advise to follow the guide here, because it's not only giving you a bit of diamonds, sometimes it's giving you resources that you can use for the summons. But yeah, as the time goes, you will get tougher and tougher challenges. Now we need to hunt 500 monsters instead of 100, so it will get slower over time. Next one is Guardian of Haven. Here, let's go. We will fight the powerful entity over there. So that's basically a DPS test, single target damage with as many multipliers as possible in order to do max damage on a single target in the limited amount of time. As you can see, survivability, at least right now, early on, isn't an issue. So yeah, if you are not dying, increase your damage. If you are dying, you can work on both your damage and survivability. By the way, on this boss, you can also move around to get away from AoE. That will prolong your fight by quite a lot. So be mindful to remember to control your character here. Don't just stand there in AoE like I did over here. Yeah. Next dungeon that you have is Abyssal Cave. This is actually something like a tower, so you will have to go through consequent levels, and the further you go, the more rewards you will get, and it's actually pretty straightforward. You can press continuous challenge and leave it running in the background here on LD player, and that way you will be getting everything you can, because it might take quite a while. Ooh, we got lucky with these kill summons right now, that's great. If you are wondering where you are and when you will get to the next chapter, you can click on this map. That will open you the level selection option, and you can see how many levels there are and which each of those levels will give you as a reward. That might allow you to plan where to farm. So for example, starting level 427, you get the blue items drops instead of the green ones. So that might be really beneficial for your item gain. And yeah guys, if you are eager to receive results as fast as possible, summon the staff, the weapon. That's what I'm doing right now, and I hope that I will get something great. I got L4, that's a really good luck there. And maybe we can even get to the next tier. L2, that's great, and I'm out of summoning tickets. I will spend all my diamonds right now because I really wanna push forward faster. But usually it's not the best tactics, because you will need to do some summons in order to continue the guidelines, and maybe you will need them for different stuff. For example, in the shop over here, you get a content shop that you can buy stuff with the books that you get from the game, and you can also get a costume ticket, which is actually pretty good deal. Pet Growstone might be good as well, so things like that might require diamonds from you. And guys, with those tips, I'm just plowing through the levels like there is no tomorrow. I already raised, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 ranks already, and it's not the end. We can go in top 500 or maybe even top 100 with those skills, because everyone is just being more or less one-shotted now, because we do the right things. And yeah guys, if you are stuck a bit and you need a bit more oomph, don't forget to use the attack buff over here. Moreover, the more you use it, the more levels it will get and the more powerful it will be. So those will help you to go through tough areas. So yeah guys, that's all the tips I can give you for now. If you get extra tips for this game, share them down below in the comments. And you can also like the video while you're there and subscribe to the channel. Check out the video description for additional links, LD players who can play this and other Android games on PC, my playlist, other YouTube channels, and social media with Discord. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. It's been Stan Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.